All right, you've just completed the realm of services, and now it's time to do a little bit of review. As always, listen to the question, think about your answer while pausing the video, then come back to hear me answer it and explain what's right and what's wrong. Here we go. Number 1. You are installing a new router with SNMP capabilities. Your company requires you to use authentication and encryption. Which of the following versions will allow this functionality? And the answer is D, SNMP version 3. That was the big step forward. Version 1 was alive, and that's pretty much where the whole standard began. In version 2C, they updated it to a lot of the modern bandwidth capabilities, and so it's just kind of like a general update, but still used community strings as its only form of security. SNMP version 3 offered authentication to where you can have per-user authentication and basic level encryption. All right, question 2. Place the severity levels of a syslog message with the corresponding value in order from 0 to 7. I so hate this question. All right, give it a go. All right, here we go. Answer is 0, emergency. 1, alert. 2, critical. 3, error. 4, warning. 5, notice. 6, informational, and 7, debug. And I've got to be 100% honest with you. This is one of those things that if I don't do it for quite some while, I've got to look and look at a reference book, because honestly, if I see syslog messages coming through and I see the little number in there, I have a general feel. I mean, just think of it. It's a scale of 0 to 7, 0 being terrible, 7 being not really much interest whatsoever. So anywhere in between is what these values are. And since they can be assigned by anyone to be anything, it's kind of like knowing what value maps to what severity level. It's just what test questions are made for, and then you completely flush it from your mind. All right, question number 3. Which of the following is a form of quality of service that looks at layer 2? Answer is A. Class of service is a layer 2 marking. Technically, type of service is a layer 3 marking, of which DSCP is one implementation of a standard that uses the type of service field to create many different marking levels. MPLS is a wide area network technology, and MQC is the mechanism, more of the structure that Cisco created. It's the modular QoS CLI that they use to implement quality of service within the configuration. And last question. True or false? The FTP server is faster and less secure than its TFTP counterpart. The answer is false. It's actually exactly reversed. TFTP being the TCP equivalent, TFTP being the UDP equivalent. By the way, if you are interested in port numbers, that's UDP port 69 and TCP port 21. FTP being the faster and more secure mechanism that can actually have a much larger window size than TFTP, because this was designed to work over unreliable networks. So they had to design in their own reliability mechanism. And that's it. That's the flyby on common network services that are used in network environments. I hope this has been informative for you. I'd like to thank you for viewing.